Hi, buddies.
I just want to welcome everybody to a very special episode of the Weird Al podcast. These are some of my favorite things to do because I get to do a deep dive into some of Weird Al's oeuvre. And if you know Weird Al, you know that that's one of the words. And I am joined by very special guests on these episodes. Not my brother, because he's not very special. And if he ever listens to one of these very special episodes, he will call me out on it. But he hasn't yet. So that's how I know he doesn't listen to these. He listens to hear himself. But anyway, I am joined by Rob from the Great Song Podcast. How are you, sir?
I'm doing great. Thanks so much for having me on.
Oh, I'm so excited. And the people cannot see this, but you definitely embraced the spirit of what I do here with hashtag Weird Al Everyday 2021. Yeah. And you're wearing a beautiful Weird Al Yankovic t-shirt from, as we said pre-show, the Strings Attached tour.
Yeah. It's the Yankosaurus. It's the old dinosaur playing an accordion bit. That old chestnut.
It's beautiful. It's a beautiful thing. And I love it because you have your Yankosaurus and I actually have my Weird Owl Yankovic t-shirt on today.
Yes.
Where he's an owl. So we're both basically Weird Al as animals that he's not.
True.
So
very true.
Let's synergy. I like it. Like right from the start, we have this going on. So before I let you introduce yourself any further, I just want to let the people know what they're in for here. Today we're doing a deep dive into Weird Al's 1986 offering, Polka Party. We're talking about the whole album, and I'm really excited for this because this is such an underrated album. But anyway, before we get too far into it, give the people your qualifications. What's your show? Why should you be on a Weird Al podcast? And, who are you? What are you doing here?
Why am I here? What is this all about? So I'm like a co-host of the Great Song Podcast with JP Mosier, my illustrious co-host, who is not my brother, but is also not very special. I'm just kidding. He's the greatest guy in the world, my best friend. So we started in 2017, I think.
Nice.
And just covering, we like to say we celebrate the greatest songs in modern music history. We tell you why we like them, what makes them awesome, and why you should think they're awesome too. So, and then we've gotten into recently, been able to start interviewing some of the artists that we talk about.
Cool.
And some of that stuff. So that's been a really nice addition to the show that we didn't really foresee, but been doing a lot of interviews. So we're actually starting, I believe as this episode drops, we will have just begun our 8th season with a huge guest that I guess I can say now because it's out now, but we've got one of the members of Lady A, Dave Haywood.
Oh, wow.
To talk about Lady A's classic Need You Now. So anyway, it's, that's kind of what we're doing. And we have a blast. We're just a couple of Southern goobers, being stupid and covering awesome music.
That is amazing. Wow. And see, you've got a Weird Al connection right there because Need You Now is included in a polka.
Yep. We definitely talked about it on the episode. So we got into that and also got into the weird thing that I didn't know about because I don't play the game, but where there's actually a version of that song in Simlish, the language from The Sims, where they literally recorded an entire version of that song in this fictitious language. It's fantastic. And so there's a whole rabbit trail of songs that have been done that way by like Katy Perry and all these other like legit artists completely re-recording, recreating some of their biggest hits in this fake language. It's awesome.
That's completely wild. That's like I don't even know what to say about
it was
that.
The weirdest rabbit trail.
That's so cool. That's so cool. So
but anyway, lifelong Weird Al fan, I should say. That's my qualification for being here. Is exactly. I'm sure there are people who just on a like fanboy level are bigger fans than me. You know what I mean? There are people who like have his address and stuff, I'm sure, but there is no one on earth who appreciates the work of Weird Al more than I do. I'm just, so that's my qualification.
That's a beautiful qualification, and I love that. And talking about actually having his address, Weird Al was recently on Conan O'Brien's podcast.
I have not got to listen yet.
Yeah, and he actually said his address on the show, and they didn't like cut it or anything.
Why?
I don't know. I'm like, oh no. Oh no.
Oh my word. That's so that's dangerous.
Yeah. But I guess, I don't know. I don't know what the thought process was there, but like, first of all, who would want to hurt Weird Al?
Sure, of course. He's a national treasure.
He's a national treasure. He's the closest we have to like a deity on earth. He's got the hair and all that. He's modern. Am I crossing a line if I say he's like modern day Jesus? I don't know.
I mean, I maybe should have mentioned that I'm also a reverend, but no, I don't think so. I think you're fine.
Okay, good. See, here we go. I have the approval of a reverend to essentially worship Weird Al.
Listen, in podcast land, it's different rules. You say what you want. You're the host.
That's true. No, but like, I mean, I love and respect him, and the man can do no wrong. I mean, he's a human and he is fallible, but at the same time.
Wow, that's shocking to me. That's
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah. So I wonder, I don't know if you have the there's a DVD version of UHF that has his commentary.
Yeah,
you can watch it with his commentary, and in the commentary, I always thought it was funny that he tells the address of every single shooting location.
Yeah,
he'll say, this is Big Edna's, Burger World, and here's the address, and blah 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 blah. I just wonder if he has like a thing that he just like loves that. Or if he was just doing it, I mean, obviously he's just doing it to be weird, but like, who knows?
Because he's weird.
Does he have an address thing? I guess is my question.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I it might just be like an address pops into his head, and it's like, there it is.
Gotta say
But sidebar, you being a reverend, I actually used to be a church organist.
Really? No kidding.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I was a church organist for the Catholics, the Lutherans, and the Episcopalians. Throughout, high school, college, and like post grad stuff. That was one of my side gigs was doing all of that. So yeah, I spent a lot of time in church.
I bet. You playing that good music on the big pipe organs and stuff. That's awesome.
Yeah, church is not church if it's not an organ. I had to sub at a couple of churches where it was just a piano. And I say just a piano because, like seriously, like a pipe organ is the building. You've got the blowers in the basements, the pipes on the walls. Like it is the building, and like I felt that in my soul. And so I said, you know what, I'm doing something really good when I do this, and it's big and it's powerful. And it's like, I don't know. I don't really I don't feel God in a piano, but I feel God in a pipe organ.
Pipe organ.
But I digress. Before we jump into the album, I really quickly want to talk about the beer that I have today, as this is the Beard Owl podcast. I am drinking Mountains Walking Brewery Seasonal Series Opaque Thoughts Orange Creamsicle Milkshake IPA with orange, vanilla bean, and lactose, and it was done in collaboration with Good Word Brewing and Public House. It's like it says, it's a milkshake IPA, clocking in at 8% alcohol by volume. And I chose this to talk about the Polka Party album because it didn't perform well. People historically don't care for this album. And the people that feel that way aren't seeing clearly. So they're having opaque thoughts.
Opaque thoughts. What a great way to insult somebody going forward. You know, like, bro, you're having some opaque thoughts about this.
Right? Like it's a good, and I mean, they called it that because it's a milkshake IPA. And so like most beers you can see through, you can't see through this. It looks like orange juice.
That's what I was going to say on my end. It looks like orange juice.
Yeah. So, there we go. But do you want to just jump into Polka Party? Let's have a Polka Party.
Absolutely. This is actually my favorite Weird Al album. So I was so glad that we got to cover it because for me, it's not only underrated, it's my literal favorite album.
That's perfect. I love having somebody that really loves the album that we're talking about on the show to talk about the album. One of his other like lower performing, as far as the charts are concerned, albums is Poodle Hat.
Mm-hmm.
And I talked about that song, that album rather, with Russ from the Infectious Groove podcast, and he loves Poodle Hat, and like we had such a passion, like, and like, you know, it was a good discussion about this album that most people kind of gloss over.
Yep.
This is another one of those. So
I also love that. Actually, my favorite song of his of all time is "Why Does This Always Happen to Me?" off of Poodle Hat. So I feel you there.
That's great. There's a song with a similar vibe to that on this album, which we'll get to when we get to it.
Yeah.
So 1986, Polka Party kicks off with the parody of James Brown's Living in America, Living with a Hernia.
Yes, indeed.
I'm going to let you start with your initial thoughts on this particular track.
Oh, man. Okay. Well, first of all, what a way to kick off an album. Who would ever thought that the first thing you would hear actually from Al himself on an album would be a James Brown, wow! You know what I mean? Like,
I know.
Just comes out of nowhere. And of course, his band always kills. You know, they're just the greatest band on earth. But a really ambitious start to the album with Living with a Hernia, the sort of nerve that it takes to parody James Brown being Weird Al, like it's just, you know, fantastic.
Yeah. It takes a lot of guts. It takes a lot of cojones, as it were. And the video, I'm not one to like lean on what the video is for my appreciation for a Weird Al song, because in my mind, the video and the song are like two separate things. But I can't not talk about the video for Living with a Hernia, because they use the same set.
Yeah. It's
they
incredible.
Use the same set from Rocky IV. And Weird Al is not a dancer. Weird Al moves his body. He's got great like control of where his limbs go, and only you are gonna see this, but like, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I just move my arms like Weird Al. So thank you. That's your audio commentary. Thank you.
Quite good.
I appreciate that. But he's not a dancer, and so the story goes that he said, like, if I can learn the choreography, like I can do it. And you watch the video for Living with a Hernia, it's amazing.
Yeah. He
is embodying like the spirit of what James Brown puts out there, but he's talking about hernias.
It's just, this is one of those songs that really only he could write. Like, you know what I'm saying? Other people might have some idea on how to parody Living in America, but it's not going to come out like this.
No.
This is only something that Al can do. And to be able to pull it off, as it's like, it's funny in concept, it's funny in execution. You know what I mean? It's funny on every single level, musically, lyrically, visually, even. It's absolutely perfect. Everything about it is perfect. Like the idea for him on the bridge section where James Brown just starts calling out cities, you know what I mean? For him to just start calling out types of hernias and just having the band yell them out loud back at him is just the funniest thing I've ever heard in my life.
I know. Now, you may not be familiar with all the different types of hernias that you could get. Well, I mean, like, come on.
What a random idea.
It's helped me on Jeopardy more than once. Like, when I'm sitting watching it from home, I was like, Ego, please. Like, gastric.
Oh, gosh. So good.
It's so good. It's so stupid, but so perfect.
Yeah, literally. As is, I mean, you know, you can say that about so many of his songs. It's so stupid, but so perfect.
Yeah. That's a good point.
Anytime I think about Weird Al and James Brown in connection, I think about the story of when they were both on Wheel of Fortune. Have you heard this story? It's so funny. Like where James Brown got there late, I think the story goes, right? And he really had no idea how Wheel of Fortune went.
No, he did not.
And so they were running through like a practice round before or something, and so he's trying to pick like an E or something or whatever, and they're like, oh, you have to pick a consonant, and he goes, Europe.
Yeah.
Like, come on, James.
It's so bad.
Fantastic.
Oh my gosh. Well, I think that's the perfect note to end Living with a Hernia on, and move
Sure.
on to what I think is my favorite song on this album. It's I love this album too. This album, again, it's so underrated and it starts so strong. Because the second track is Dog Eat Dog, which is a style parody of the Talking Heads, which anybody who's had a job in a great big office can like understand and recognize something of themselves in this song.
Yeah. And this is one of those songs that I didn't fully get as a child.
Right.
Like, you know, I thought it was funny and I thought it was awesome. And I got that it was a bit off kilter, you know, but at the time I didn't know the Talking Heads. I didn't, obviously I'd never had a job. Like, you know, I didn't get some of it, but I just thought, man, this is a funny, weird song. But it's one of those that gets funnier as you get older, which I guess in some ways Living with a Hernia does too. It's like, you don't understand that when you're 5 or whatever, but you know, or like that came out, you're younger than this album, right?
This is Weird Al's first album to come out while I was alive.
Okay. There you go. So you're a baby when this comes out or whatever, you know, so
I've never had a hernia. I'm not even potty trained. I don't know.
Yeah. So the concept of Dog Eat Dog really fully develops later, you know, and you kind of get all the, you know, some of the more meta jokes about, you know, office work later, but, then it being paired with this Talking Head style just adds a whole other layer of absurdity to it. You know, it's just fantastic. He doing this song on the Vanity tour.
Yes.
Was something I just thought I would never get to see.
I know. Okay. Sidebar. How many times have you seen him in concert?
Let me see. Okay. Strings Attached, Vanity tour, Mandatory Fun. And then I think once before that. I think I've seen him 4 times.
Okay. So, I mean, cause I know I saw the Mandatory Fun tour twice. I saw the ridiculously self-indulgent ill-advised Vanity tour. I just like saying the full name of that tour because it's fun. And then Strings Attached. So like you're referencing tours that like I know I've seen because I saw him do Dog Eat Dog on the ridiculously self-indulgent ill-advised Vanity tour. And he made a comment before he did it, and he says, you know, when I did this song live before, I was always wearing a giant suit.
Yeah, the big white
shoulder padded. You know, the suit.
The David Byrne suit,
The David Byrne suit. And he just got to do it being himself, which was so cool. And seeing him do this song live was kind of one of those, like, I didn't realize this was on one of, like, the list of things that, like, I needed to see.
Yeah.
But it was on the list of things I needed to see. Yeah. And I saw it. So, I'm good now.
That tour was, I just realized I've seen him 5 times because I saw him twice on that tour.
Oh, you saw, cool.
So I saw him once in my hometown of Chattanooga, Tennessee, and then another time in Nashville. And got to do the VIP thing in Nashville.
Oh, cool.
So then getting to hear the difference in the set lists and the difference in the, you know, the song when they came back out for their, like,
the cover. I was going to ask what
were
the 2 covers that you heard?
In Nashville, he did We're an American Band by Grand Funk.
Funky.
Which was incredible.
I bet.
It was so dope. And off the top of my head, I'm trying to recall what he did at the Chattanooga show. It's escaping me at the moment. I'd have to look on the.
Yeah, you'd have to look on the Googles. But I mean, like, already you got a better one than I did because I saw that one, and I live in Florida, and people who've heard the show have heard the story. So I'm going to give you the very abridged version of. I flew from Jacksonville, Florida, to Philadelphia. My brother and his wife picked me up, drove to Atlantic City. We saw the ill-advised Vanity tour in Atlantic City, and then my parents, who met us there, drove me back to Philadelphia to stay at the airport hotel, and I flew back the next day.
Wow.
But yeah, all that to say, the cover song that I got was Jenny by Tommy Two-Tone.
That's nice.
So
come on, that's okay. I mean, but I get it. It's not like Cashmere or something. You know what I mean? I get that. But I've always had a funny connection to that song, actually, because the neighborhood where I grew up, all the phone numbers started with 867. And so there was literally, for a while, I at least got to call the number once and get a real live person. It happened one time. They disconnected at a certain point, but I at least got to try it once.
Yeah, that's so cool. Like, yeah, no, I'm sure nobody has that phone number anymore.
Yeah, I mean, that would be hell on earth. Yeah. Literally having something like that's referenced in a song so clearly.
Jeez.
But yeah, so did you get him? When you saw him on the Vanity tour, did he do Albuquerque by chance? Or did he go? I think he was alternating like Jackson Park Express.
He did Jackson Park Express.
Okay. So one of the shows on the Vanity tour, he did Albuquerque. He gets to the very end where he's like, where was I? Kind of lost my train of thought. That section there. I mean, it's the next to last section before the 11-minute song is over, right?
Yeah.
And then he goes, he's like, kind of lost my train of thought. And he keeps thinking, and then he stops the band. He's like, hold on. We're going to have to start over. And they start over at the beginning of the song and play the whole thing again.
No way.
It was incredible. I mean, it was like, he is not about to do this. Everybody's just going, this is hilarious, but he's not about to do this whole song. And sure enough, I mean, literally, he skipped maybe 3 minutes of it. At a certain point, he goes, oh, yeah, I remember. And then gets back to the I hate sauerkraut, section.
Oh, that's freaking awesome.
Everybody's going, you are not about to do this whole song. And it just keeps piling on and piling on. It's, oh my gosh, it's hysterical.
I love that. Oh my gosh. Yeah, he did Jackson Park Express on ours. But I have seen him do Albuquerque live more than once. So I don't feel like I missed anything.
Yeah.
But we got to keep going through this polka party.
It's true. We're never going to make it at this rate.
I know. Track 3, Addicted to Spuds.
I mean, what are you going to say? It's a classic.
It is.
I mean, everything about, okay, so, they say like 1984, 85 were like maybe the greatest years in pop music history, right? There's many arguments to be made that at least 84 was the greatest year in pop history. So we're getting stuff from that era parodied, songs that we are eternally, beloved, right? Like Addicted to Love. You almost can't go wrong. But then he just goes and makes it this weird thing about potatoes that's awesome.
I know.
And, it just works on every single level. And one thing I really love about this album that I meant to mention already, like sonically, this is one of my favorite albums of his. I just think it sounds really, really good start to finish. Everything about it I just think it sounds, some of his later records don't sound quite as they don't sound quite as like shimmery and whatever, as there was a stretch of albums, this one and even worse, I think, really and even Off the Deep End, I think, had sort of a sheen on them that some of the others don't, and I don't really know why. It's probably a record label thing, but I just love the way this album sounds. And so Addicted to Spuds is really, they just really nailed the production, all the way. I mean,
yeah,
so good.
They totally did. And I get what you're saying, though. I get what you're saying, because the his self-titled debut album and then In 3D and to an extent Dare to Be Stupid all still sound like he's new and trying to find his footing. And as far as production value goes, you're right. Like Polka Party was a bit of a step up in a lot of ways. But I as we're getting through this, I don't understand why it wasn't as popular or well received as it should have been. But I completely get what you're saying. It has that like mid 80s sheen to it. Like it feels crisp. It's got a sparkle, all that.
Maybe it's that he was, at this point he's the eat it guy, and so at a certain point everybody has to sort of overcome their own popularity. If you do something great, then you better do something else great soon, or people are going to stop caring. It's just kind of the way it is. So like maybe he just at the time, people weren't seeing that greatness. You know what I mean? Like in other words, this album doesn't have another Eat It, it's just a rock solid album, top to bottom, but it doesn't have something that was like hit so iconic as Eat It,
Yeah.
So maybe that was part of it. People were just like, okay, there's that Weird Al guy. He's doing the funny songs, whatever.
Yeah, because there's nothing that has that level of What is the adjective for iconic?
Is it iconography?
Iconicism?
Sure.
Iconography?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Either way, it's not as, you're right. It's not as iconic. It doesn't have that level of that, whatever that word is.
Yes. Iconoclastic? Is that the same? I don't know. I don't think so. I think that means something different.
I don't know. Hey, commenters. Tell us, what do these words mean? What word am I trying to find now that I can't find? But yeah, Addicted to Spuds, it's great. I've seen them whipped, but they just can't be beat.
Just can't be beat. Come on.
Like, it's perfect. It's perfect. And it makes me want to eat a potato.
Absolutely. I need the salt immediately.
I just want to go for a potato right now. And, we're just going to slide right past these potatoes onto one of those days, which is in the vein of, why does this always happen to me? It's that same sort of thought process.
Yes. And so if I've been waiting on this one, this is one of my all-time favorite Weird Al tracks. And I think it is a quintessential track for him, in that two of the things that I feel like he does better than anybody else, and that he does are the funniest things that he always, he always digs into are the idea of making a huge deal out of nothing and making nothing out of what should be a huge deal.
Yes. It's that beautiful dichotomy. Yes.
And he does both of those to perfection on this album. One of Those Days and Don't Wear Those Shoes are both classic examples of him doing that, right? And that, for the same reason, is why Does This Always Happen to Me is my favorite song, because I feel like that is the perfect example of him doing that. It even giving and I don't know if I have not heard that episode yet. I'm going to go back and listen to it, but that was his first album post 9/11.
Yes.
And so I just remember listening to it. Came out in 2003, I think. And so I remember listening to it, and it's got, Ben Folds is on the piano, and he's singing this first verse about, whatever. There's a mudslide and, whatever. Right. And I'm going, oh my God, he's getting serious on us for a second. He's really about to pour out his heart on something and say something serious. And then he lands that hook, and I just screamed with appreciation for what he had just done. The absolute monumental flip that he did, you know what I mean? And so that's, for me, that's what One of Those Days, making such a huge deal, or making what should be such a huge deal nothing.
It's like, he's making now they're dropping the bomb into basically oh no, I got a paper cut. It's just one of those days. But no, they're what is it? What happened to his mom in that song?
A big steamroller just
ran over my mom, and and it's like, ooh, oh well, it's just one of those days.
He's got the Klan burning crosses in his yard, and the Secret Services at his door, all this stuff, and then he's then it drops ingenious stuff like I can't believe it, all the Cheetos are gone is the last thing. Just come on, you can't beat that stuff.
It's so freaking brilliant. I want somebody somewhere to create a college I teach writing. I don't teach analysis. Okay. So nobody tell me, oh, Lauren, you should just do it, because no, I'm not actually qualified to do that. I'm qualified to teach how to write stuff like this, but not analyze stuff like this. But anyway, I want somebody to do a college literary course, analyzing Weird Al songs for exactly what we're talking about right now. That making nothing out of huge things and huge things out of nothing.
Yeah.
What is that speaking to? Because that's, it's a trope that has followed through, a lot of songs in his oeuvre.
Yes.
And it's so freaking interesting. Honestly, if there could be college courses about the Beatles and Beyonce, there can be one about Weird Al.
Absolutely. And that needs to happen for sure. I'd go back to college.
Yeah.
I would finish college for that.
I'd finish college for that. I love it. So, let's talk about the title track, shall we?
Yes. Yes, please.
Polka Party. This is the only polka named after the album. It's the only title track polka.
Yeah. It's true. I mean, it's the only, it's the literal, and of course you've got the album cover of him just all polka outfitted up, surrounded by headbangers and guys with mohawks, and
it's such a brilliant album cover too.
Yeah,
like it's so great.
Yeah.
Why do people hate this?
I'm saying I don't understand. This song needs a revisit from so many people. It just got, maybe it's because I don't know. I guess people were just waiting on more Michael Jackson. They're like, or something, and which he did with the next album. But I don't know. And this polka is really, really hits the 80s nostalgia button hard.
Right now, there, man. There's so much on this.
It starts with Peter Gabriel and then just goes from there,
Yeah.
So it's like, and it has one of my favorite bits in all of his polkas right before he gets into Rock Me Amadeus. It's got just the drums, and he goes, I like this part in that like really chipper Weird Al voice. I
like this part. Yeah.
So random. Why would you say that?
You're right. Like, why? It's so great. Like, there's so much on here. Say you, say me, say it for always. It's so great.
Yeah.
It's such a time capsule.
Really,
it's
truly.
Such a time capsule. And I think I probably would have forgotten about Eddie Murphy dipping his toe into the waters of like the recording industry were it not for this polka, because my girl wants to party all the time.
Yeah.
It's here. And
same. That's how I learned. I didn't know that Eddie Murphy had a quote unquote singing career, but but that's what taught me. Like, and it was that's Eddie Murphy. What?
Yeah, Eddie Murphy. That song was written by Rick James.
Makes sense.
Yeah,
sounds good.
So like that makes sense.
Feels right.
But Sue Studio.
Come on.
And like, because what's great about the Sue Studio bit in this is, okay, number one, I love Phil Collins. I love the song Susudio.
Yeah.
And Susudio was initially just like a vocal filler when they were like writing the song. And so that's why he was like, when Phil Collins does it, he kind of glosses over the word Susudio, right? But Weird Al goes, Studio. And it's so different.
It is. He really puts the emphasis on it that Phil
Studio. It's so great. But yeah, this is a perfect time capsule of a polka, and it's got one of the best endings to a polka.
Yes. This is Papa Don't Preach, right, for the ending?
I'm gonna keep my baby. Keep my baby. Keep my baby.
Like, whatever you call that. It's not jazz hands, because it's not really, I guess it's old school jazz.
It's polka hands. It's just a polka. I'm gonna keep my baby. And this is the one that Jimmy Fallon and Lin-Manuel Miranda geeked out about on The Tonight Show years and years and years ago, before Weird Al did the Hamilton polka. So it kind of set us up for that, but they loved the ending to Polka Party. I'm going to keep my baby.
And anybody who happens to be listening who has also heard my podcast, we have a section in every episode where we throw in a little jingle before we like meet the band members of a song we're talking about, or we play a game sometimes called Stump the Genius. And both of those it's just me and my co-host and a ukulele, but it's in the style of the endings of the Weird Al polkas.
Oh, cool.
So it's like Stump the Genius, but Stump the Genius, you know what I mean? Or hey, let's meet the band. Hey, let's meet the band. Hey, mama, let's meet the band. Let's all meet the totally. And I didn't even think about. I had forgotten that I did that on purpose to like pay tribute to that. The ending of the polkas until I started thinking about what we talk about today.
It's so beautiful. But
truly,
it's the ear booker polka. I'm gonna keep my baby, keep my baby. That's like an original Weird Al polka. Regardless, we're gonna keep moving on through Polka Party. On to what I said it was Dog Eat Dog, but man, here's Johnny.
Is this your favorite?
I don't know, but I never skip this song.
Never? Oh no.
Ever.
No, it's so good.
Oh.
It's like I didn't know. I never heard the original forever. I mean, I was a full-grown adult before I ever heard "Who's Johnny"
by El DeBarge.
By El DeBarge. I didn't know. And I should have known. I mean, I was young when it came out, but I should have heard it at like the skating rink or something. You know, it was in the movie Short Circuit, which I definitely saw as a kid. So I was like, I don't know this song, and so when I was a kid, I just thought this was a song that Al wrote. I didn't know it was a parody. And
Me too.
So I was like, all right, cool. He likes Ed McMahon. Awesome. That's great.
Hey-oh.
But this truly shows the genius that he possesses, because who on earth other than Al Yankovic turns this song into something about Ed McMahon and pulls it off and makes it funny, like legit funny.
It's so funny because he just pulls from everything. Watch him selling beer and dog food. All he says is, "Here's Johnny." And my favorite part of this song is, I got a letter from him just the other day. He said you may already be a winner.
Yes.
It's like, oh my God. There's so much that you need to, there's so many pop culture references that you need to have.
Yes.
In order to appreciate how funny this song is. But if you have all of that, this is freaking brilliant.
Yes. Like, my kids listen to this song and they have no idea about any of it. They don't know who Ed McMahon is. They don't know what the references are to, like Budweiser and Alpo and the Publishers Clearinghouse. They don't get any of that stuff because, you know, why should they?
Yeah.
But to people of a certain age, such as myself, really, really top notch.
It's perfect. This is one of the songs that's on my Weird Al workout playlist. So if somebody catches me like lifting real heavy at the gym, 9 times out of 10, it's Weird Al, and high likelihood that it's this song.
Very motivational. Very good.
It is. It's either this or Let Me Be Your Hog.
Okay. If you're going for a brief workout.
Well, no, I mean, I'll just put Let Me Be Your Hog on repeat. Like, baby, 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 baby. Yeah, you listen to that a bunch of times in a row. It's not so bad.
Oh, man. It's fantastic.
Yeah, it's beautiful. It's a beautiful thing. Oh my God. I could talk about this song forever, but in the interest of keeping this episode to a reasonable length for the people, we still have a couple more tracks off of this album to get to. So I want to touch on Don't Wear Those Shoes.
Yeah. Go for it. Oh, is it not your favorite? You're making a face that looks like it's
no, I'm just kind of like, it's fun. It's a good song. It's a very listenable song. I'm just like, I want to know what the shoes look like.
I've never in my life thought about that.
You know?
Never gone, what kind of shoes are these?
Like, all of the things that he says she can do, other than wear those shoes, seem like, you know, you can rob me blind, honey, I don't mind, but please don't wear those shoes.
Yeah.
How bad are the shoes?
That's true. They must be pretty serious. Maybe they were maybe they're just Crocs or something, you know?
I am currently wearing Crocs as we speak.
I knew it. Before I was like, she's definitely got Crocs. 100% she's got Crocs. But it's the joke you make about shoes, you know?
Yeah.
It's like you always, if somebody says something about bad music, you make the Nickelback joke. It doesn't matter if who you're talking to really likes them or not. It's just a joke you make.
Yeah, bad shoes, Crocs. Yeah, I have the classic clog, I have the flip-flop, I have the slides, and then I have a classy pair of platform wedges.
Outstanding. I didn't even know that was a thing. That's awesome.
They're awesome. Comfy AF, but also adorable. And they're they're that kind of shoes where, like, you know, like a woman gets a dress with pockets and she's like, you know, gets a compliment on it. And they're like, oh, that's a nice dress. And she goes, thanks, it has pockets. You know? Yeah. And when I'm wearing these shoes, if somebody says, oh, Lauren, those are real cute shoes, I was like, thanks, they're Crocs. You won't believe it.
That's fantastic.
So that's where we're at. Like, don't send me out into the world in a dress with pockets wearing those platform Crocs, because like I won't shut up about the fact they're Crocs. It's got pockets. It's great. But yeah, this is in the same vein. This don't wear those shoes is in the same vein as what you were talking about with one of those days, in that it's just a pair of shoes.
Yeah, exactly. Get over it. It's a pair of shoes.
It's a pair of shoes.
Yeah. But it's like, I am choosing. It's like, I'm not just choosing a hill to die on. I'm building the hill.
Yes.
I'm like shoveling the hill intentionally just so that I can die on it about these shoes.
I'm building the hill. Exactly. I'm building the hill.
It's literally nothing. Like, so it's the opposite of one of those days, which is, the bomb is dropping, but oh well, it's just, I hate it when this happens. But it's the opposite of, this could literally not matter less, but I'm choosing to really go in hard on it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So funny.
It's so funny. It's so funny. And what I like about it is, this is one of those things Weird Al does really well. He highlights things that we may hide within ourselves that we're all like thinking, and just kind of put it on display. To harken back to the Why Does This Always Happen to Me from Poodle Hat, at the beginning of this whole lockdown with COVID and all this, that, and the other, I'm working from home. I've got, my TV on during the day, and they break into The Price is Right every day for a COVID update. And I'm like, are you freaking kidding me? All I want to do is watch The Price is Right. Like, how dare you interrupt this? Yeah. And it's just like, they had to, interrupt The Simpsons just for this.
Yes. Yeah.
And that's how I felt. I got mad. I was like, the back of my mind, I understood that like this is important information that people need to have. But like, honestly, if somebody's watching CBS at 11:35 in the morning, they're probably not here for the news.
No, they know what they're there for. If you're at CBS at 11:30, you're purposefully there. That's not an accident.
You're there for Drew Carey and The Price is Right, and Rachel Reynolds and all the other beautiful models. They've got male models now, which is nice. But all the other beautiful models on The Price is Right. You're there for The Price is Right.
Yeah.
Not news. And I got mad, and I realized like I am a Weird Al song like right now, because I'm unreasonably angry about something that really means nothing.
Yeah.
Okay. And it's don't wear those shoes. Like you could be with somebody and like, you know what? Yeah, they can have a pair of shoes that you don't particularly care for. But honestly, are your partner shoes really hurting anyone?
Right. Yeah.
They're not.
Yeah. It's like they almost, for you to have anything close to a legitimate beef about your partner's shoes, they have to have like swastikas on them or something. It has to be like something just inherently offensive or awful that
Exactly. No, I 100% agree. I wouldn't take swastika shoes, like anything along those lines. But gosh, like I think in it, like, there's a lot of shoes that I wouldn't go for, in that regard. But like, if somebody wants to wear Crocs, let them wear Crocs. If somebody wants to wear Birkenstocks with socks, let them do it. Yes. I am literally now at this point just naming shoe crimes that I have committed. You want to wear Uggs? Wear Uggs. I have done all of the above, and guess what? My feet are comfortable. They may not always look the most stylish, but at this point, I also don't really care because I wear Weird Al shirts every day. So at this point,
might as well.
I'm just leaning into the skid.
Yes. Exactly.
I really don't want to talk about this next song.
We don't have to.
No, we do though, because I'm going through the album. So
okay,
we have to at least touch upon toothless people.
You should always touch upon toothless people.
I mean, they're people.
They are.
But, they're old and feeble. Their breath is lethal, but they're toothless people.
It's
This
such.
was
Is this not?
It was a mistake. This song.
Okay.
This song
Okay.
is the one thing on this album that was a mistake. I seriously, like, in my mind, Toothless People is the anchor that weighed this album down.
Okay, why so?
Because he didn't even want to do this. He did this because yes. Oh, I'm gonna drop some knowledge on you right now, son.
Yes, please.
Ruthless People by Mick Jagger was to be the theme song to the movie,
right?
Ruthless People. And it was supposed to be a big hit, as the theme song to the film and whatnot. So the studio suggested that Al do a parody of it. So Al, as he does, reached out to Mick Jagger, got permission to do the parody of Ruthless People. Told him what it was going to be about and all this, that, and the other. Knew everything was fine. And then the movie came out and the song was not a hit. And Weird Al had already written Toothless People and made the decision to put Toothless People on the album anyway, because he felt that since he already reached out to Mick Jagger, got the permission and the go-ahead to do it, that it would be disrespectful not to put it on the album, seeing that it is Mick Jagger.
Mick Jagger, yes.
This song is awful.
Oh man, see, I disagree. I love the song.
Good.
I think it's funny. I listened to it today. I think it's really funny. Like just the seriousness of it all when he's like applesauce.
That's funny. I mean, that's funny.
It's so like grimy and gritty and serious that it just gets me. I think as much as anything, even like I think there's probably some low hanging fruit in the lyric. You know what I mean? But the delivery of this song really sells me. Like it's just so over the top serious.
I can accept that. You're not changing my opinion of the song, but I'm not telling you that you're wrong either. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. I just don't care for it. It's not my jam. Like, I don't know. It's on my low list of songs as far as Weird Al is concerned.
Yeah, I got to say, while we're talking about your low list of songs, I was disappointed to find that Buckingham Blues was your next to Bare Bottom on your list. That was disappointing to me personally, as a guy who's literally about to put out a blues EP, like who just I'm like love the blues. I always thought it was so funny, but I get it. Everybody's got to have a least favorite. It's like you said,
Yeah,
you got to have a least favorite.
To be. And yeah, I will tell you this much: the ranking for Buckingham Blues, I think, since John isn't even going to listen to this, I'm throwing him under the bus because our list is cumulative between like the way he individually ranked things and the way I individually ranked things. I think I may have ranked it slightly higher than he did because I don't hate it. I dislike Toothless People more than I dislike Buckingham Blues.
Okay,
but it's just the way the weird algorithm worked out.
Sure. Yes.
So, yeah, I just don't with the Toothless People. I the delivery is there like applesauce. Like you're right. Like that's good. Like, but the rest of it is like, hey, stand up, take out your teeth. It's like.
See, that gets me. No, I think that's where we're on different pages. That gets me. Take out your teeth. Yeah.
I don't know. It's fine. I mean, I guess there's part of me in my brain that's like, you're picking on people for like what could be considered a disability.
Sure. Fair enough.
Like, I don't know. It's fine. It's funny. There's funny bits to it. It's very low hanging fruit, but the delivery is 100% there. So that's where I'm landing on Toothless People.
There we go.
And we're going to move on to the penultimate track on this album.
Yeah.
Good Enough for Now.
Gotta love a good Weird Al country track.
Right?
You know? I mean, there's this one, there's the truck driving song.
Mm-hmm.
Are there any other country tracks that he's done?
The Achy Breaky song.
Oh, of course, yes. Of course. How can I forget?
And it depends on your definition of country. Because there's some like folky stuff that could be country-ish, like Biggest Ball of Twine in Minnesota, but that's folk rock.
But that's more of like a yeah.
You know? So he crosses all genres, as Alex Trebek would have said. But Good Enough for Now. I think this is a perfect song for the album Polka Party, especially like in hindsight, knowing that Polka Party wasn't a super well received album for him. But it was an album that he put out that had really good stuff on it. And all in all, at that point in his career, that album kind of was good enough for now.
Sure. That's great. Yeah. That's great. It's a good way to like I feel like this is technically the close of the album, and Christmas at Ground Zero is sort of a separate thing. You know what I mean? It's almost like a bonus track. It's hard to just put one Christmas song on an album and make it feel like it belongs. So like for me, this is sort of where the album really closes, and then you get the Christmas song. But I just think it's just these phrases like I'm relatively lucky. Like all
I'm relatively lucky. I know. You're sort of everything I've ever wanted.
It's so insulting. Yes. It's just horrifically insulting. The kind of thing that you would never even as a joke, say to a woman. But it's so good. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know how he came up with this idea, but I'm super glad he did because, man, it's still funny.
It's so funny, right? Yeah, because it's super insulting, but it's like there are plenty of women that would accept that.
Oh, gosh. That's sad but true.
Right?
It's sad but true.
Like, and yeah, it speaks a lot to, how we view ourselves and how... all this, that, and the other. Because at the same time, you got to think, maybe the narrator of this song, like, whatever, the woman that he has always dreamed of is not, like, in the realm of possibility for him in one way or another. Right?
Right.
And this woman who is good enough for now, maybe she's the best thing he could possibly get.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of ways to read this, there's a lot of ways to read this, and it's really, really interesting. This for me for a long time was a throwaway kind of song until recently, when I really started giving Polka Party its due for myself. I was like, oh man, Good Enough for Now is brilliant.
Yeah. It's just so stylistically out there. I think it's easy to sort of ignore it or dismiss it. You know what I mean? Because it didn't belong anywhere on the pop music landscape at this point. It's like, why is he doing that? He did Weird Al. I mean, of course he did. He did, Michael Jackson, did James Brown, Robert Palmer, and then this random country ditty.
Exactly. It's so weird.
It is.
But I guess
he has that right. It's in his name.
It's in his name. You're right. He has that right. It's in his name. He's allowed to be weird.
Yeah.
So, folks, if you're taking anything away from this right now, like, don't sleep on Good Enough for Now off of Polka Party, because that's a good song. So, we're at the end. We're at track 10. We are at Christmas at Ground Zero.
Classic. Like, I mean, how do you even conceptualize this? The twistedness of this. It's honestly, it's the same kind of thing. It's like everywhere the atom bomb's dropping, it's the end of all humanity. You know what I mean?
No more time for last minute shopping. It's time to face your final destiny.
Here we go. We're just like drinking eggnog while the world burns. It's such a funny, I don't know. I think as a kid, my favorite lyric was always, but if someone's climbing down your chimney, you better load your gun and shoot to kill. Yes. Like, you know, this is not the time to let somebody in. I don't care what they say they have in their bag. You know, just do not take care of your business. Protect the family. This is not the time.
Yes. That's so true though. Oh my gosh. Yeah, it's so nice. And I love the way the song begins with the ding dong ding dong yeah. Ding dong ding dong you know? And it sets it up so perfectly. And that baritone saxophone doing the it's got everything that you want out of a classic Christmas song. And it's one of those Christmas songs that I've made a Spotify Christmas playlist, and I put this and The Night Santa Went Crazy on it.
Nice.
And I offer that playlist up to anybody who wants it to play at their Christmas parties, because it's got, you know, all your Christmas classics, a couple, you know, funky Christmas deep cuts, and then the 2 Weird Al Christmas songs. And it's kind of like, take it or leave it. Like, this is the Christmas playlist that I have right. I have created.
This is me.
So, you know,
this
do
one,
with it what you will.
Christmas at Ground Zero, you could get away with playing in the background at a Christmas party and nobody would notice. Yep. It could totally play. The other one sounds a little too like, you know, it sounds like Soul Asylum or something, you know, doing a Christmas song. But like, this just sounds like, you know, this might as well be, you know, Dean Martin almost. You know, it's got the sleigh bells and the whole nine. It just sounds like the classic Christmas thing, but it's just so absurd, just fantastically absurd.
Yeah, it's beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful in its perfect way. And I think if you balance out a Christmas playlist with enough like other weird stuff like Wizard, I Wish It Could Be Christmas Every Day, that sound kind of hard, you know.
Yeah.
And stuff like that. Or what is it? The Kinks? Dear Mr. Santa, give us your money. And there's something like, I don't remember what it is right now. Father Christmas, give us your money. It's the Kinks, Father Christmas. That's like a punky kind of like, it's people robbing somebody dressed like Santa. And you know, you throw that on there, and then all of it kind of makes sense. And then you can throw in, I want a hippopotamus for Christmas. Yep. You know,
sure, yeah.
And it just balances it all out. But this song is perfect.
Yes, absolutely. It's that, like, he has that like cheerful face that he does, you know, and this is just that whole cheerful face through the apocalypse, just set apart from each other. It's like the what's the Childish Gambino song where he's like, This Is America, yes. Right? Where he's like all in the camera, smiling, dancing, people, you know, whatever. And in the background the whole time is just horrifying things happening. This is the precursor to that. It's just Al being Al cheerfully in the face of the apocalypse.
That is so beautiful. And
thank you.
You're right. It's Al being Al cheerfully in the face of the apocalypse. And I think that's like a beautiful note to end our discussion of Polka Party on, because it's true. And 1986, 96, 23 years later, we would get the Al-apocalypse.
Yes. Yeah.
And he's still cheerful in the face of whatever it is. Yeah. So he's a beautiful constant of just like, you know what? The stuff's going to go wrong, big or small.
Right.
You can complain about it if you want, but be cheerful, and who knows?
Yeah, make the best of it.
Make the best of it.
Yeah.
It's
beautiful.
It's beautiful. This is such a great album. And thank you for talking with me about it, because I've been dying to talk Polka Party with somebody.
Well, it's good to have somebody that gets it, you know? You can't just be like, you can't just go up to like random friends and be like, you want to talk about that album Polka Party by Weird Al Yankovic? They go, never heard of it.
Yeah. I know.
They're like, is that the one with White and Nerdy? No. Oh, it's the one with the Coolio thing. No.
It's the one with no song that charted anywhere. It's the album that made it to number 177 on the album charts. It has not achieved gold status even.
Yeah. Wow.
And It's like, really?
That's crazy. That's a shame is what that is, really.
It's a damn shame is what that is. It's such a good album. It's such a good album. So before I wrap all of this up, tell the people where they can find you and your show, where they can search for you, all this, that, and the other. Plug what you want to plug. I know you plugged a little at the beginning, but, I'll put links in the description to this. I'm making the motion with my hands, the description, even though yes. I'm not recording the video, but it's going to be in the description down there. So where can people find you and your podcast?
People can find us on all the socials at Great Song Pod or at greatsongpodcast.com. And from there, you can listen in, sort of your various pod player of choice. We also have a fun Facebook group that is called Great Songs and the Great People Who Love Them Greatly.
That's fabulous.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. We have a good time in there. And, it's a little community we've built sort of powered by, but not necessarily all about the show. It's just, people who love music and putting funny music memes and whatever's on their heart, whatever the discussion of the day is. So that's facebook.com/groups/Great Song Pod. And so, yeah, that's the best way to get a hold of us. Anywhere and everywhere at Great Song Pod, you can find us pretty much.
Fabulous.
Yeah.
And if you're not feeling like searching, seriously, click the link in the description that I put on this podcast episode.
So easy. So easy.
It's so easy. And before we wrap this up, I want to thank you for helping me close the Beard Owl podcast celebration of National Polka Day.
Yay!
We have wrapped up our week of polka. It's Polka Palooza. Even though Alapalooza is its whole separate thing, but this has been a Polka Palooza.
Yeah.
Celebrating Polka Week and all Weird Al has done for polka, talking about the album that he named after the Polka Party on the album Polka Party. Oh, it's a beautiful thing. So indeed. I think I'm going to put a pin in this episode.
Absolutely.
And this has been wonderful. Thank you, Rob, for being here with me today.
Thank you so much, Lauren. I appreciate it. It's been a lot of fun.
Yay! And we're going to say goodbye. Bye-bye. Till next time, people. Bye.
Bye. Goodbye. Bye.
Beautiful.